Good morning, Draven here. We're ready to have a quick look at Griftlands. I got given this Father's Day present yesterday. I thought I'd stream it for a little bit this morning before I start work. This is from Clay Entertainment, although I've heard people say Clay Entertainment. People who brought us Oxygen Not Included. Games like that. Right, hopefully the sound levels are okay. I've moved my webcam and that. I haven't actually played it, but I'm hoping they're in the right place so they don't interfere. I haven't played it at all, so we shall give it a go. We'll not select these. Okay, locked. Upcoming character, Bounty Hunter. Okay, Solid Derek. Start a new run. Hunting Casio. Sal escapes a life of servitude to claim the ultimate bounty and get her revenge. It's a sort of card deck building game. So we shall see. What do we want to do? We'll just go with the battle deck this time. Start with this battle deck, and you start with this battle deck and get the chance to upgrade, add, and remove cards through your run. So I presume. Okay. Is that highlighted? Or we get both decks? Okay. Because they're not highlighted, are they? So I presume we get both.
You're a bounty hunter. You escaped a life of indentured labor by hunting criminals and debt dodgers. The work has earned you your freedom, if not any friends. Now you're back home, for the first time in 10 years. But freedom comes with its own dangers, and making a living in Haveria won't be easy. Here, the gangs are feral, the law enforcement are corrupt, and the people are treated like chattel, indebted to merciless criminals. Criminals like Casio, the ruthless debt broker who sold you to the Derricks in the first place. But now, Casio's grip has weakened, and there's a bounty on her head too rich to ignore. You'll die before you go into debt again, and so will she, if you have your say. Your first stop is a dive called the Grogan Dog, where an old friend will help you get your revenge, provided you can prove yourself.
Okay, this game is still in early access. So still a lot of stuff to come into it. First sniff, the Grogan Dog smells like stale hops and dried blood. Okay, it's moving depending where I move my mouse. I like the little details. Well, look what the tide dredged up. This is Jake's bartender, the owner and proprietor of the Grogan Dog. She must be running a side angle because nobody goes to the grog for their food. By the holy brine, I'd tear up, sorry, if I weren't dead inside. There was a big lizard just went past there. It's damn good to see you looking well. You have a plan to get on your feet. I do, that bounty on Casio. How do we... Forget it. You might have grown up strong, but you ain't that strong. That's not going to stop you from trying, is it? If you want a chance at surviving this, you better make yourself some friends fast. I can help with that. Knew I could count on you. I don't know how to say that. Fish. Fish. She hauls out a flimsy old box, sodden with some stain or another, and invites you to look inside. Have a look in the lost and found, something's bound to be your size. So we have a faded journal, upgrade a negotiation card, a training manual to upgrade a battle card, or draft 2 battle cards. Does that mean we get 2 new ones? So all this at the top here. Grafts. I presume that's quest. No, that's quests. So it's grafts. We'll just take the battle card. Upgrade the battle cards. Looking to get rough. Action cost, damage inflicted. So, basic maneuver. Okay, so you have to equip your weapon before you can use it. I like the bleed. Okay, so one dagger does hammer grip with the other. Oh, you've got 2 weapons, okay. Hammer grip or saber grip. I think we'll just upgrade a defense card. Oh, you can see how it upgrades, okay. Applies 6 defense. Boosted Feign. Prevents attack damage for this turn. I think we'll just boost this up just now. Or you can go 2 ways. Okay. Expend. Remove this card for the rest of the battle. Who's Havaria? Help me with my bearings. It's been a long time since I was last in Havaria. Okay, that's the town. I didn't pick up on that. It's dirty and broken like always. If debt brokering was bad when you were a kid, it's worse now. Half the population is indentured and them that hold contracts sell them to pay off their own. No wonder customs was so uptight on my way back in. Must be a lot of fraud. That ain't the half of it. The Admiralty, because that's the military force occupying the bay, is pushing for an official annex. They want to make everyone real Deltrine citizens with papers and everything. You're joking. They say it'll stop illegal debt brokering. Now anyone with a hand in labour contracts is real ornery. From the poor to the powerful. What does that mean? You can imagine the reaction. The annex can't be a popular move. Most come here to get away from the Admiralty. It ain't both the spree and the cult. Who's the spree? Bandits. Religious. And the abyssal jellyfish god are in arms about it. The spree cause they're criminals, the cult cause they profit off the labour more than anybody. The cult's holding a big shindig in a few days, their usual wheeling and dealing in the name of the divine. Word is that Admiralty is going to use it to make their proposition. mandatory citizenship. It's going to need you by a mighty good pitch to convince the cult, and I wouldn't put it past the spree to set fire to the whole affair if they can. She casts a dire ire over the bar, like it's a garden on the near side of winter. Suffice it to say, kid, tensions are real high. You'd be smart to keep your head down instead of looking for trouble. So what do I owe you for this? A cut of my takings? Okay, so that's the god of the abyss. No, I left my bounty hunting days behind me. I owed your parents once. I don't like leaving debts unsettled even to dead folks. They were decent people. Sal Fallon. What you don't end up like them. You know, even when you pay off the debts, the Derek still owns your name. I'm an Ick Derek now, or so they tell me. Yeah, that's some messed up blood of rock though. You lined up work for me real fast. You some kind of mover here? Nah, I just know people and people know me. You don't need to go after Casio, kid. I have enough work to keep you busy. I spent my childhood in a lumen pipe because of her, and now she's worth more money than either of us can count. A biofuel harvested from the ocean floor, monopolized by the cult of Hesh and harvested by indentured labor. And she's more dangerous than either of us can figure. You go after her and she'll clap back with a knife for each kidney. I may have 2 extras to spare, but you only got 2. I worked off a lifetime's debt in 10 years just so I could get back here and settle the score. If you were my friend, you wouldn't be telling me to drop it. Oh, that ain't what I meant. You know it. I'll give you a roof, a bed, and at least 1 good meal a day. You live your life the way you want, it's yours. Right. Okay, she's got people in her pocket that owe her favour. Easy people to find. Tell them I sent you and they can settle their tasks by giving you work. Get that done and I'll get you a plate of pot oshnu eyes on the house. Lovely. Right, so that's the Grogan dog. Rescue Ionis from the bandits. Difficulty. This one's just purely battle. And that's just purely battle. Get to upgrade a card. Remove a card. Restore 20 health. Might be worth just starting with one set of cars. See how we get on. I'm just going to move my camera down a bit so it's not in the way of that. Right, let's go for this one. Competing bids. A mysterious figure approaches you. But he's not mysterious because we know his name. He's called Simon. He's Bile Broker's chemist. He's neutral. Greetings, Grifter. It's rare I meet a fellow traveller in these parts. Really? I feel like I'm constantly running into people. And it's, yeah, and you're fortunate. Isolation has made it difficult to complete my work. I'm a chemist. I've been experimenting with new ingredients, but I've only been able to test them on myself. Would you like to try one and contribute your own experiences to the data? What's this? Give 50 shills. I like this thing in the background. What one will we go for? Or decline? We may as well try one. Let's try the bubbling orange. The smoking blue to go with the blue. An unusual blend of 3 rare Havarian essences. Each is more toxic than the last, but together they are a stimulating form of gastrotherapy. Not all gastrotherapy is pleasant, of course. So we can upgrade a card. Reduce resolve loss for 1 turn. We don't know what resolve is yet, really. If you run out of resolve, you won't be able to negotiate. You sleep at night to recover it. What could we upgrade? What's this do? All diplomacy cards deal maximum damage. Choose one of the 3 cards to put into your hand. Oops, I clicked on it rather than... Oh, I can cancel, that's okay. Spend an influence or gain an influence. I don't know. We'll just try that one. Right. So I'll quickly jot down a note after watching your reaction. Thank you for your participation. I hope we will meet again soon. This was safe, right? I'm fairly confident, but of course only time will truly tell. Okay, so we didn't get to the place yet. There's a lot of speaking. Oh, okay. Also guards this location. He works here. He works here. This is the proprietor. Sandrano chose his career based off the assumption that desk jockeys get the best something or other. He's with the Admiralty. Keep on the good side of the Admiralty and your livelihood will benefit all the more for it. Right, let's take on this quest. You post a bounty? Yeah, wow, didn't expect it to actually get any interest. Well, I'm a hunter, it's my job. You put up a posting, I respond to it. We talk, pay. Oh yeah, Yeah, it's very similar, isn't it? But with maybe a bit more storyline. I need you to take down Sona. She's one of the Rolatch crawling weirdos. Okay, she works with the bile broker. She's a bile broker chemist, the same as the dude we just bumped into. Excuse me. So that's how much money we get, and we can upgrade. I liked Slay the Spire though, as well. I played it quite a lot. So we can take some money, or we can take a card. So we can improvise the top card from our draw pile. And we get +3 damage. Or we can reduce that down to 3. That's quite a lot of damage, isn't it? We'll take that one. Yeah, there was very little story in Slay the Spire from memory. You need to show me proof, else it's no deal, right? Don't want you claiming credit for someone else's work. Has another bounty hunter taken this? Maybe. They didn't say they were a hunter, but two folks can go after the same bounty at once. Exactly. Head on over to the Slurping Snail. Where does Sona likes the taste of their Oshnu Baal? Another pub. Don't know whether we should talk to these at the moment. We can do that when we come back. Where's that then? Can I go back there? Investigate the Slurping Snail. How did we get there? Oh, that's the Slurping Snail. Okay. That's where the other quest is. You recognize the tension when you step into the Slurping Snail, like the Oshnu mucus is coagulating in the air. It's the feeling a room gets when a hunter is working it. Who's this then? Jake's dockhand and a civilian heavy labourer. So this is the bounty hunter then. Shove off. This looks like quite the impasse you've got here. Maybe take a breather, jog around the block. And who might you be? A hunter, same as you. But I gotta say, it doesn't look like you're doing too well. The patrons, sensing trouble, bury their heads in their noodles. Queek watches you with a shrewd eye, keeping her distance for the time being. So it's the proprietor. Who's that visitor? Here to visit. Oh, there's Zimmon. Let's ask the proprietor. Rux has never met a paying customer he didn't have patience for. Those spicy noodles, it's a card. Unique item. Attack damage is increased by 1. Destroy after 1 use. They're all destroy after 1 use. I don't have a great deal of money at the moment, so I won't be doing that. And I'm not paying him 45 shills when I've only got 75. See, he'll be like a sidekick for you for this one battle. It's Airbla. Few folks survive the rigorous training needed to become Luminari. Ionis wears it like a halo of sunshine. They all want me to pay them. That's a lot of money. Veep, a civilian laborer. And pay him off not to interfere. Let's have a chat to the guard. Gee, where's everybody wants a lot of money? Listen, I'll tell you what I told that jerk. I don't know nothing, I don't want trouble. Let's ask and see how we get on. I'm just looking for Sona, no reason this is to go down sour. Today I never noticed. I'll have a look at him again. Too late, I've had it up to here with you and I just met you. Well, she doesn't like us. Why have we got Queek helping as well? Why is his picture there? Unfortunately for you, I'm not much better at my job than that bozo, and I know what to do with folks who don't cooperate. Negotiation tutorial. You're about to negotiate for the first time. Would you like to see a quick tutorial? Yes.
Each turn, you draw 5 cards from the draw pile and use action points to play them. You win a negotiation by destroying your opponent's core resolve. Your resolve carries over between negotiations. If you have no resolve, you can no longer negotiate. Your opponent's intents for the next turn are shown in their inner ring. You and your opponent can deploy arguments to help win the negotiation. Arguments can be attacked or defended like the core resolve.
Okay, so this is what he's going to do.